How you feeling for Sunday? You full go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Today was definitely one of those days, and again, shout out the guys, the coaches for really guiding me throughout this whole week. Obviously, I knew that mentally I was ready, and physically it's a little different of a story. But today got me ready, and yeah, I'm on that.
You talked about the contact balance. It was more practice, longer practice today. Can you talk about where you are with that?
Yeah, it was a full contact, full padded practice, and I mean, obviously we game planning and installing different things. So got to compete against the ones. That was fun, and yeah.
Is your approach going into this year just to kind of pick up where you left off last year individually, or just overall? How do you view going into the season?
A little bit of both. I don't think it would be much of a drop off personally, and yeah, man. And the rest, I just want the team to win. Obviously, contribute well, a lot, and we go win ball games.
How much did you need a day like today, considering you were off and in the last 2 weeks you were kind of?
I mean, they were kind of limiting me themselves because I was telling them that I'm ready to go practice, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to do that, and they were kind of like taking it. Obviously, they had a plan for me, and the plan was to execute it, and that we did this week. And the past couple of weeks, I would say about a week and a half, so 5 days.
Do you adapt to anything extra this week, or is that kind of built into making sure physically you're up and ready? Yeah.
After practice is when we get it in. If we miss something in practice due to timing or due to one misstep on both parties, that's when we get it in. And other than that, everything's been smooth.
How much did y'all work in off season, you and Dak?
Do you want a number? I can't give you a number,
I mean,
but
because I'm just
often. I would say quite often. Anytime that I'm back in town, obviously, and he's obviously back here, I hit him, and then it's very good having a rich quarterback.
Yeah. What I'm just saying, but the fact that you were going through your stuff, but you were still making a point to work with your quarterback to be ready for the season.
Yeah, man. Obviously, me not going to be in camp, and I didn't know it was going to be that long, to be honest. But I will say, for the missed time, we got a lot of bank reps. Like we've been working plenty, different routes, different situations, seeing different coverages, different stems. The list could go on and on. But yeah, me and Dak, we've always been on the same page since I got here, since we've been playing together, and I don't think there's going to be any.
Last year it took y'all a while to get going. This year, second year in the offense, y'all ready to go?
Oh yeah, we locked and loaded. We got an understanding of the offense. We learned how to thrive together, and we're gonna do that.
I suspect you've set some goals for this season. Are there any of those goals that you can share with us?
No, sir.
Not one.
Super Bowl.
Okay.
How do you feel about facing Denzel Ward and the Cleveland defense that was #1 total defense a year ago?
They're nice, man. They nice all around the board. Edge rushers, linebacker. They got fast DBs. Very familiar with a couple of them. I know them on a personal level. So it's going to be fun out there. I'm ready to compete.
Last couple of years, CD, we talked to you about your pursuit to ascend into that very top tier of wide receivers in the league. Statistically, last year you got there. Now you're being paid like it. What's the next step for you?
Staying here. It's the next step. The goal is obviously to get here, but to really show how elite you are is how long you stay here. So for me, being consistent, being a leader to my teammates, and obviously, again, help contribute a lot to a win. So,
Considering how quirky your business is, when you say I want to be here long term, have you looked at other receivers and said, yeah, I like that, like a Steve Largent, and even a Jerry Rice have been with one team for a long period of time.
say that again. I'm sorry.
Have you looked at other receivers who have stayed with one team for a long period of time? Because as you know, the business can be a little quirky.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think anybody in the NFL really wants to just be hopping around, and no offense to the ones that is, but yeah, I don't see that. I never saw that for my future, and I always wanted to be in one area, and Dallas is that area for me. I'd love to be here, another contract, and another one, and then retire here in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So continue to build on this legacy that's already been placed ahead of me, and help hold this torch and continue carrying it.
Do you feel it's important from a team aspect at all for the club and Dak to work through where they are now and get this done going into the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Dak doing a great job of not really bringing it into the workspace, but I know personally that it could take a toll on him. But he's doing a great job of leading us in the right direction, and we all know he knows that we're rooting for him. Me, the most, for sure. So we need to hurry up and get this done so we can just put this all behind us and then go win more ball games.
I know you had-
Given the uncertain future of so many people and just the scrutiny you guys always operate under, how important is it to get off to a fast start this season?
The scrutiny is going to be the scrutiny regardless. We're going to get that whether we win, lose, or whatever happens, right? That comes with, wearing a star on your helmet and being a Dallas Cowboy, and we've already immune to that. So that's not really that big of a deal to us. But starting off fast is always, ideal. Nobody wants to really start the season 0-1. And if you do, just how you bounce back. You know what I'm saying?
With your experience just going through the contract situation, what did you learn about how quickly it can all come together? I mean, we're just a few days out from the opener, but there's still time for that.
I feel like 24 hours can really change your life. Obviously, it's done that for me, and throughout the process that I went through. And this is Dak's second contract, second time at the table, so I know he's very familiar with this and how Jerry's working. And I have no doubt that they're going to get the job done. But again, he can't win a game by himself.
You had a great relationship. You had a great relationship with Mark Cooper, obviously your first mentor, so to speak.
That's my man.
Have you talked to him this week? And competition, you want to outdo him this week. What's the mindset?
But we haven't really chopped it up. But I feel like he knows just as well as I do that we're always competing, and for the better of the both of us. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing but love for Coop. He knows that. I told him while he was here. I gave him his flowers while he was here. As a youngin', he's one of my favorite receivers, Ben. But yeah, man, I'll see him soon. I can't wait. And we're going to chop it up after the game.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.